Alright, since we are all here, we may as well make a start. Console screen, and load into the game. The loading out. Yeah, man. Start the screen. First of the session. Fake Sonic. I mean, depending on how you look into Sonic Adventure 2, you could say that Shadow was based on Super Sonic in universe. Based on how you look into things. Oh, my TV's a bit loud. Having the curtains closed my course of action. Right. Yep. So yes, obviously the last time we beat Sonic's story. Let's go on to Shadows. Oh, that was a loading screen. A brief one, but it was a loading screen. And we continue in terms of having still good qualities. Okay.
Transmission from HQ. There's an SOS.
Nearly at elite. Are you like nearly at elite Smash with loads of people?
Communication with our agent was 26
And like you've only
we
Smash with
expect an immediate rescue. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Understood. Initiating the mission now.
Oh. So yeah, with Shadow we're actually yeah, we're chucked into a level immediately. Of course, being an adventure styled game, everyone goes through the same. That.
What is he up to this time?
This time we don't have to deal with really bad snowball physics. So yes, as you mentioned, instead of doing repeated homing attacks, combat with Shadow is when you homing attack somebody, you then mash the jump button to do that. Do that kind of flurry of kicks. Want that one up? No! Thank you, Capra.
Dr. Eggman. What is he up to this time?
Also notice that the bar at the bottom right actually is working for Shadow.
Lost both arms. That's my chance. I'll be off balance.
Okay. Oh. Think Shadow doesn't remember. But he does have what I think is supposed to be Chaos Spear. And I think in our current state I think it does. Yeah, it just stuns it. Basically, at the moment, basically Shadow is a slightly slower Sonic with spamming combat. But he does play quite similarly.
It looks like the
Those. But once our meter is built up,
There should be a switch somewhere.
Hey.
Just as I thought.
I hit the switch. That? Oh, you're right.
Press the A button just when the attack goes to do a tail for additional damage.
So, oh, come on. And yes, because Shadow is the combat one, you end up fighting rooms of enemies.
Transport me instantly.
On it. Quite tedious. Also, I didn't check, but how's the audio balance? Imagine it's fine since.
We got out of the base, but security.
Oh right, we get to play as Ruby.
See.
You can glide by holding the X button after jumping.
So, much like in Adventure 2, she does play like nothing. But instead of having punches and kicks, instead of having like kicks, she has tails as bombs. Awkward first turn.
Here you go.
But she can do this. Bit quiet. And a safer place.
Here you go.
We need to turn the game up a little bit.
Press the square button to throw a bomb, or press and hold the square button for a
Oh, my voice. Quiet. Right. Hold on. Let me take that down. Why you need to be specific, Joe? Has Windows turned down my mic without? It has slightly turned down my mic without telling me. Thanks, Windows. Is it any better? I can't turn it up any higher. Also, yes, when on a wall, Rouge can also plant bombs like that. Keep that in mind. Yeah, Windows had turned down my mic from 100 volume to 89 in the Windows settings for some reason. And I don't know why. Like, Windows just does that sometimes. Of course, since we're playing as a character who can climb walls, we don't have to play the level, we can just climb the walls around it. Of course, climbing the walls is generally a good idea because it's hard to get off the walls. Getting off the walls is very annoying.
Haha. Dr. Eggman. Shadow. Why you?
It's a request.
Oh, and we get to experience the vehicles as well. We'll get to experience all the really fun stuff about Shadow's story in this level.
Press the triangle.
Oh, yes, and I remember this stage. We're going to break the searchlights, haven't we? Oh, lovely. Oh no, we can't go that way because the I didn't know that the thingy was there. That the lasers were there because they popped in just at the last second. Thank you very much for doing that to me, game.
Looks like the armed buggy still works. Press the triangle button to get out of it.
Oh.
Pillars are solid. You need to use missile.
Oh no, no. I love the vehicle physics. Buggy jumping action. So which way am I meant to go? Oh, there's a switch there. I don't know what that switch did, to be honest. It put up a laser, okay. These vehicles. I mean, vehicles weren't good in Shadow's game, and they're not good here. This buggy controls very badly. Oh, it's about to explode as well. Lovely. Oh, good. Does it respawn at least? Yes, it does. Good. Yeah, I've got to drive that entire thing again though, haven't I? I hope it doesn't flip over. Uh-oh. Ah! I love the vehicle physics in this game. It's so good. Yeah. It makes Fortnite's vehicles look amazing by comparison. That was all 5, wasn't it? Yes. So our first level took us almost 10 minutes. You know, isn't that just swell?
To stay focused.
Assuming that'll be a trend, yes. I mean, considering it was a trend towards the end of Sonic's story. You're not... Save completed. On screen. Well, since we got to our first cutscene, how has everyone? Well, it's first after a level. How's everyone's day been?
My assignment was to rescue you, nothing more.
Fine.
Oh, thank you,
It's always
loud
business.
car on the mic.
It seems they don't want us to leave.
Let's get this over with.
Your day has been a thumbs up. Good to hear. Oh good, we get this boss again. Been dull. Yeah. Done any more work on that game you're making, or thought you'd give it a rest for a while today?
Still, I need to get through here.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, I need to get started on some sort of project. Also, to differentiate this boss from the Sonic version, I don't believe there's anything you can make him run into to deal more damage to him. So, it's even more drawn out. Ah! Come on. Oh. Can I... Nope, I can't. Lovely. I I guess he does set it on Sonic after seeing it Shadow lose to it. I mean, considering Eggman's tendency of reusing like bosses from like Sonic 1 in newer games, despite Sonic clearly beating them. Oh, come on. Like in the final boss rush zone, he's gonna shiny hunt while watching, and if he gets it, he's making it Ben. Well, you're not going to be the only one cycling in circles, or running in circles, waiting for something to happen. That's precisely what I'm doing right now. Can you just get on the grind rail? Oh, I swear, Shadow. I feel like Shadow's control, I swear, feels worse than Sonic's. I mean, also just this boss is dumb and annoying. Don't like it. Ah. Ah! Hate this stupid boss. It doesn't help I'm also reading the chat. Can you stop doing? Can you stop like doing multiple attacks in one go, like it's the final phase? Because it's not the final phase. There we go, finally.
Do what I tell you.
Come on, run into something. There we go. They're using tilt controls. Well, actually, Joe, if you play the European Wii U version, I'm using motion controls, not tilt controls. They seem to have brought over from the American version, for the Switch version. I need to get out of there. Rings. Rings. I need rings. Not that direction. No, you've missed Shadow's first level, which isn't all that interesting, and we're fighting the same first boss that we fought as Sonic. Where it's giving me a lot more trouble. Oh, come on! Thanks, the camera, for not focusing on the boss at all. Don't homie attack him. I'm trying to get away from it with the air dash. Ugh. He's not fun police if you're telling an unfunny joke. Like, I'm using tilt/motion controls as funny when you're spamming it in the Mario Kart lobby because, like, 9 times out of 10, if you're spamming it like that, you're not using motion controls. Or if I was playing a game that, like, what? What? I fell off as, what? Yeah. Like, if I was playing a game that had motion controls, then saying I'm using tilt or motion controls, then it would be a joke that would make sense. There we go. I fell off. Or is he supposed to do that and you have to get back on? Oh, you're supposed to... Oh. I guess that's a change from the Sonic version, having to get back on. Ugh. Sonic destroyed this boss. I think this happens earlier in the story than Sonic's one. But even then, it's like Ben brought up the point of if Shadow beat the boss, why did Eggman using it again? Why did Eggman use it again for Sonic? But this is the same person who, in the final zone of Sonic Advance, reused the first bosses of Sonic 1 and 2, which, you know, had already... How did it fight Sonic? It hit itself while it tried to repair itself. I get, you know, if we're going to use Zero's excuse from Mega Man X6. Yes, I want to save.
Ah, Soliana, the city of water. It has a constitutional monarchy, you know.
But that's the kind of this is the kind of conversation you think of Sonic characters having, isn't it? You know, the city, its constitutional monarchy.
Why does Eggman's base lead to an odd place like this?
How should I know? I just followed my orders and retrieved the item.
Oh, you're doing the wild encounter method.
I have a little favor to ask of you.
Oh, just so you can use your other shiny Pokemon.
GUN.
Okay.
Where's the rendezvous point?
Also, can I say, like, right now, I do not like Rouge's model in this game. I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, I don't like what they did with pretty much all the characters' designs. The only ones that don't look off are like Silver and Blaze, because Silver was made for this game and Blaze was made like a year before this game. I guess Amiga doesn't look off, but his voice is definitely off. Anyways, I need to go to like the forest, don't I? That wasn't helpful. I thought orange people, orange like helpful advice. So an orange. Oh yeah, this is the way to the forest, isn't it? Yeah, might be able to go to the store. Where is the store? I can't remember because this hub world's terrible. Like, it all looks the same. I mean, Sam, you say that, but I mean, have you seen her SA2 model? Like, they use a lot of jiggle physics in the SA2 one. Lightspeed dash, and I run out of things to buy this. So yeah, Shadow uses the meter in a different way to Sonic. He like has chaos powers. Once it's full, you can like press the R1 button, and then you'll like get access to like certain powers and stuff. Also, Shadow does not have a spin dash like Sonic, so you can't get around certain areas quicker. Also, I hope you like the sort of weird skating, scraping sound that Shadow's shoes make, because you're going to be hearing that for the whole of his story whenever he's running. Oh, there was a shop here anyway. Let's do what we did with Sonic. I know what the next level is, so I'll just try and head towards it. I don't think I have to do any town missions. Get to it. And I hope I don't, anyway, because town missions are pretty horrible. Also, gotta love all the popping in this game. So much popping. Oh no, I probably do have to do town missions, don't I? Joe, like any Sonic game makes those 6 look bad. Oh yeah, I've got to use that warp thing. Such a weird way of getting into... Yeah, I mean, Shadow... I think Shadow's shoes are supposed to be what make him fast, but I don't know, to be honest. Joe, I'm not reporting him for calling you a spoon. And you have no power here anyway, you're not a mod. I need to complete the loading screen count. So yeah, our second level is Kingdom Valley, which was near the end of Sonic's story. Oh, we've got another vehicle, a hang glider. Now these are programmed really well, and let's get the one up. But yeah, these are programmed so well. No, I don't want to be a mod. I don't trust you with that amount of power. So yeah, this hang glider, just to show, it doesn't care about collision detection at all. And that was the first part of the level. So yeah, I would have been able to beat that part of the level without touching the controller, but I did move slightly to the left to get a 1-up. Ah, there we go, finally. It's been a while since I've... Oh boy! Yeah, players ruse straight away. Alright, so this section of the level, you gotta find 3 keys. Now, you know how bad the treasure hunting was in Adventure 2 because of the way the radar was nerfed from Adventure 1? Well, imagine that, but with no radar at all. Like, sounds bad, doesn't it? I can't even remember where all 3 of the keys are. Actually can't remember where these keys are. I mean, I know one of them went out there. Like, I'll know one when I see it because it's infamous, but... Go forwards. The camera's so dodgy. Ugh. No. Ah, there's one of the keys. I mean, Rouge's bombs look like bombs. They also have her, like, heart insignia on it as well. So we've got the first key. And again, there's no radar or anything telling us where they are. Because, you know, after nerfing the radar in SA2, the next logical step was to remove it entirely. Should probably use the first person mode. Also, the camera, like, they don't cull out her face when you're in first person. Like, I could still see her face. Okay, no, I can't reach those. Nope, the glide is so heavy I don't trust it to get that far. Yeah. So yeah, you basically have to wander around this part of the level and hope you find the keys. That's annoying. Well, I found 1 key and 2 medals. Oh, there's another key. Right, and so the last key, I'll know it when I see it. Just need to find my way over to where it is. Because it's a rather infamous hiding place. Well, infamous among those who played the game anyway. Ugh. Rouge and Knuckles control so badly. Alright, so it's inside this building. The door is... I think actually... Oh. Just jump off the wall, please! Ugh, this is a real problem. There we go. Oh, I think it's in here. Yes, it's in here, so... you know, you might be thinking, oh look, there's one of those doors that in Sonic's story opened when they beat up enemies. But no, that's not how you get in. To get in, you have to know that Rouge's bombs will destroy the glass here. Because, you know, that's intuitive, isn't it? Like, I know Sonic can, like, break through the glass in his story when the, no, the keys don't have to be gotten in a certain order. It's just, you don't know where they are, because there's no radar. Oh boy, it's this section. Let's see if I can even get in without failing horribly. There we go. Right. So you gotta be really careful of falling pillars. Because if a pillar falls on you like that, you die. Yeah, you gotta be really careful. Also, with the hovercraft, it's like really easy to like enter the water wrong. It's really easy to enter the water wrong and just like die as you're like entering the water. This section. Forgotten about this. Oh! I saw it falling, but I couldn't see which way it was going because the camera's terrible. This is why I definitely saved before going into this level. It sucks. Eat it. Oh, there's a one up over here. Yes, please. Oh, one up. I want the one up. So just float past it. There we go. Which way do I go? Ah, no, 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 no. Okay, maybe I don't do that. Oh, I can't remember what I'm supposed to do here.
It's a hover vehicle over there. Press the triangle button to get on. I need to keep an eye on the remaining energy. Once it's gone, it'll take time to reload.
I can't actually remember what I'm supposed to do in this part. No! Oh dear. I can never work out exactly where that's going to fall.
That's a hover vehicle over there. Press the triangle button to get on. I need to keep an eye on the remaining energy. Once it's gone, it'll take time to reload.
Oh no. That's gonna. Oh, why did I keep going? That was stupid.
That's a hover vehicle over there. Press the triangle button to get on.
Completely forgotten how you're supposed to do this section.
I need to
Not this way. Ah. No, what? Ugh. That just fell on me out of nowhere, didn't it?
Press the triangle button.
Oh, I hope I don't die again. I don't want to do this again.
I need to keep an eye on the remaining energy. Once it's gone, it'll take time to reload.
Camera's so terrible. I'll just go through here without dying, please. A massive stone pillar falls into the river, and by doing so, it makes it also kind of, the physics engine makes it look like it's made of styrofoam or something, or pure styrene to be more efficient. It's meant to be say styrofoam in this country, do we? So now I just have to hope I don't die throughout the rest of this really long level. So which way do I go? Not that way. Oh, I gotta get on the third. Get the eagle to fly me to Mordor. And I'd like the eagle just to fly me to the end of the stage so I don't have to play it. So I switch with no nipples.
Choose for an extraction point.
Oh, look at that slowdown. Oh, I pressed the stick and it ruined the scripted thing. At least Shadow never gets the at least Shadow never gets the bounce, so like mid-air light speed dashes aren't like so precarious. Like the Sonic. One up. Desperately needed that. So how are we liking the much more boring gameplay of Shadow? Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. No! No! Good job I got that one up. Because I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy trying to look at the chat. Oh well. Just to make extra sure not to die. There's one up. Boxes do not respawn in this game. And once you go to one up box, it is gotten forever until you get the level. Okay, so this time I'm going to pay attention. I recognise bits of level construction, just because I played Sonic's level enough, but yeah. I mean, I recognise this part of the level. Actually, I can put it in reverse compared to the way Sonic ran through it. But yeah, I get what you mean. There's a lot of very samey looking environments. Shadow is a let's get moving line. One up, there's a one up, I need that, I need that. No, I don't want to, no, I want to go up and get the one up. Please. Game. There we go. At least the music's good. You know, thing is we're in the level long enough to hear it for just. Oh yeah, okay, I think that's how it works. You have to like hold the button to do the chaos snap thing. Right. How many windows have I broken? Lots. I've broken lots of windows. Finally.
Yes.
Despite how long that took and how many times I died, that was still an A rank. I think if I hadn't have died, it probably would have been an S rank. Considering. Just considering how scoring works in this game. I think this is the cutscene where we get introduced to our villain. Well, which we did see a little bit in Sonic's story, but not much.
A major accident occurred 10 years ago, and no one's lived there since.
Accident?
I heard a prototype energy engine failed, which caused the accident. I think the name of the plan was...
The Solaris Project.
Oh, where's Eggman?
It was an ambitious project named after their eternal sun god.
Doctor!
It's
Oh,
been
look
a
at the
while,
shadows.
my dear Rouge. And
Rouge is holding the...
now,
I forget what it's
will
called.
be
Scepter
so
of Darkness,
kind
that's
to
it.
hand over the Scepter of Darkness you took from me.
I mean, we'll see what's so important about the Scepter of Darkness. In just a minute. Dead. Not quite. Also, I'm uncomfortable with how many times the camera like pans above Rouge in these cutscenes.
It's no use. Pull back! Pull back! Pull back!
His
So yeah, this is why Mephiles looks like Shadow.
Oh,
He was telling his
how
robots to pull
ironic
back,
fate can be.
I assume.
I would never have believed I would be resurrected through your shade. I thank you, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Who are you? And how do you know my name?
I'm pretty sure the "Who are you? How do you know my name?" is like I'm pretty sure they reused that for like Shadow's intro quote in Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, and he has no mouth, and yet he must scream.
What? Did you forget me?
Like I'm pretty sure even later on.
I owe much to you, Shadow. Oh yes. What you gave to me, I now return to you.
Oh cool, the plane's flying
A
over.
one-way ticket to oblivion.
Oh, wonderful voice acting from Rouge there. Ah. So yeah, we will see later on in the story how Mephiles knows Shadow. Spoilers, it's through time travel.
What is this place?
It seems we've been teleported to another location.
Well, let's find out where we are.
Not
Mephiles?
good enough to be the faker's faker.
Who is he?
Good, more cutscenes. Because these are so interesting, aren't
I've
they?
pinpointed our location. It's...
I mean, they'd be more interesting if they were more than just characters
No,
standing around
that's
talking.
impossible. We're still in the doctor's base, but how can that be? Wait, there's no doubt now.
So it's not where we are? It appears we've gone through time, doesn't it?
Yes, approximately 200.
Oh, I hate how the how low
Maybe
resolution
more,
the like
depending on when
shadows,
this
like,
database
and
was
just the
last
fact that they're
updated.
not smoothed at all. It looks so bad.
At least we know we've arrived in the future. That means this Mephiles character has the power to control time.
His power feels very similar to my own chaos control. But
And of course, unlike Sonic Adventure 1, we get to see the exact same cutscenes in other characters' stories,
Where are we?
instead of them changing slightly.
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
Hi, long time no see.
You know, it was nice in Sonic Adventure 1 where cutscenes were very slightly different because of like different voice lines and stuff, and even I think even Adventure 2 had like sometimes different
this is
camera
the distant future.
angles.
far
And yes,
removed
Sonic
from
Team
our own
does love
time.
that phrase.
The future? Then that means Eggman's machine can control time!
Eggman's got some nerve dropping us here.
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
You need a space-time, but this requires a lot of energy.
I love watching the exact same cutscenes. Ugh.
You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient. Okay, Shadow. It looks like we need to work together.
Time for Crisis City. Yet again. Oh, maybe you'll be back before the loading screen's done. You know how long these things are. Oh, good. The snowboard, the board section's been replaced with a Jeep section. Oh, good. Well, I suppose I could technically get out of the Jeep if I wanted to. Oh, I'd like to pick up a ring, at least like one ring. That'd be like. Oh, the controls for this are so bad. Also, I got some space. Oh, the camera. It's so terrible. Okay, no, it is going the right way, but I would expect a car to go if I steered that way while reversing. It's just the camera made it feel like it wasn't. Yeah, it was not done before. Yeah, it totally didn't happen in the game release. Well, in some stories of the game released just a year before this one. It totally didn't happen at the end of Adventure 2. No way. Well, the random fire monsters are because of Iblis. Because, like, the future and all that. Like, they're because of Iblis. It'd be very useful. Oh! Can these tubes not be in my way, please? I guess. I mean, in Shadow the Hedgehog, they like didn't bat an eyelid at the aliens, did they? And like, I mean, this series has also had stuff like Chaos and the Bio Lizard. So, and evil frogs that summon bad rain. This section's feeling quite familiar so far. Yeah, they did just travel through time, so they probably just sort of accepted it. My mouth is open. That's my chance. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that phrase at all. You know.
Let's get moving.
And it's the second time you said let's get moving. Ah! Oh, thanks, homing attack. No, okay. No, I don't want you to go on the rails. You will fall and die if you do that, Shadow. Or of course the homing attack could just not work. I would say I forgot to save, but I've had no chance to save before this level, so all I'd have to do is skip all the cutscenes. No, I don't want you to go on the rail. Oh, why not? Yes, please.
It's not over.
Oh, I fell off now. Does Shadow run right past the rings? Yes, he does run right past the rings, just like Sonic did. Yeah, the focus of combat in Shadow's levels makes them so slow to go through, because you just end up having to mash the jump button whenever you see an enemy. There's nothing back here, is there? No, just death. Oh no, or maybe not death, but going back down here. Shadow. Add to account. I will not be surprised if we get to 150 this stream. Oh yeah, it's one of these again. So I mean, we could shoot stuff in front of us, but we could just clip through them instead. I think that's a much more sensible thing to do. We will move the controller to get this one up though, or I can miss the one up. Okay, oh, what? Okay, maybe clipping through things isn't a good idea. You guys should actually play properly. Oh, I'm so used to flight things having vertical controls. But no, I have to push down to go down. It's definitely messing with my expectations. Oh no. What's inside that thing, aren't I? Or not. No. Or another one up. Actually. And another one. Why are there so many one-ups in this one section? Maybe they expect you to die over and over again here. And maybe I will, but more due to bad design bugs than anything else. I mean, usually in most of these sections you can just get away with clipping. Like, you can just get away with clipping through everything. But not in this one, I guess. Oh. Counter. And of course, we've got another section to go through. Oh. No. There we go. Oh, good thing I got the one up, I suppose. Oh, not another buggy section. Well, again, I suppose they didn't technically have to use it, but I think they intend you to. That said, there's some more rings up here. Obviously can't get to with the buggy. Oh, that was almost another death. Ugh. You know what? Oh! Come on. Oh! This kind of section would be so much easier if you could like switch rails, like with press of a button. Like even like Adventure 2 and Heroes had better rail mechanics than this game.
How big is this fire?
Gameplay. Straight line. Well, straight lines, but wasn't touching the controller all the time, I suppose. Yes, I can destroy that one. Is that a one-up? Yes. I need all the one-ups I can get after my performance earlier in the level. Well, and in the last level. There we go, finally.
Yes.
These levels take so long to beat even from the start of the story.
Guess that was all right.
Yep, I know I got a medal. Not the kind of sound I want to put on the screen.
Ah, my precious Chaos Emerald. You are also beautiful. Your mysterious brilliance.
And look, it's Omega.
Omega? What's he doing here?
And of course, time travel, so we'll get to see why he's here later. Because...
It seems he's in standby mode.
What could have possibly happened to create this future? Yes, this is Rouge. Understood. We'll be there in a minute.
Also, I love it when characters talk to their wrists.
Found something too. Let's go. It's not like we can do anything for him now.
Yeah.
And we get to watch another cutscene. Oh wait, no, level first. Oh,
Look.
I almost thought we were gonna have to fight the Iblis worm again.
You've already
But
found
no,
one.
we got level first, I think.
I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What?
We get to hear Sonic say,
Have you guys
"Don't be
discovered
late"
anything?
again. You
Yeah.
know, Sonic. You know Sonic's signature catchphrases. You know,
You mean
or things
we
he says a
gotta go
lot.
through there?
You're too slow.
Stay
You've
you
got
know,
to be kidding.
I mean, as of late, gotta go faster, I suppose, was one. And also,
To you.
don't be late. It's such a classic Sonic quote. Don't be late. Flame Core. Which means after this level, we got that Iblis Worm boss again. Oh boy, I'm really looking forward to it. Omega, he is like in standby mode. Like he will become relevant in the story soon. Oh, and now control has been returned back to me instead of being stripped. Lovely. I love it when the game warns me about that. Details. Just rocks, I suppose, isn't it? Yes, we want that one up. We want all the one-ups we can get. Just press the button. Apparently, well, we'll see why Omega is the way he is later. It will be explained, and it's like it's totally not like really weird and convoluted. Oh, lovely. Ow. Oh, well, I love the camera. No, no one pressed his off button. Again, they'll do their weird explanation for it. Oh, come on. I'm not dead. Somehow. Don't know how I didn't die there, but... Right, let's avoid the speed pad, I think. That seems to just be more of a liability than anything. the weird snapping homing attack thing. There we go. Surprised the Lightspeed dash didn't fail on me there, considering the took a run from the middle of the trail. I liked how they give you a hint of use the platforms to go forwards in the platforming game. You know? Just in case it wasn't obvious. Oh, yeah, just in case it wasn't obvious that you used the platforms in the platforming game. You can't argue that it's for little Timmy because this game is rated PEGI 12. So one up. I'm sure one of these outdoors enemy sections has a one up in it for one of the characters. Ah, there we go. Big Timmy, maybe. Rated PEGI. Actually, let's have a look at the box. It's rated PEGI 12 just for violence, apparently. That's the only reason it's rated PEGI 12. Violence. Spring. Oh, so many enemies. At least in Shadow's game, the gunplay like worked and you got enemies held down really quick. But in this game, you just go to spam homing attack. Well, the homing attack button anyway. Not the actual homing attacks. Running out of water. No, I don't want to go this way. Thank you very much. No! Oh! I thought the enemy was still there. I mean, jumping into the volcano is something that happened in Sonic's story as well. I'm pretty sure he even says, like, let's jump into the volcano or something. Ah, the invincibility. Invincibility that doesn't defeat enemies and doesn't appear to even have, like, a graphic. Lovely. Can you tell this game was unfinished? Although, if you think about it, most games are unfinished really, aren't they? Stop homie attacking the thing, I want to air dash. Oh. Nope, come on. It does stop pretty abruptly. There we go. Get the rings. Ah, checkpoint. Hooray. Ow. Now occasionally I forget that in Sonic 06 you can't just jump into enemies. And I like forget to homing attack. Oh boy.
Just leave everything to me.
I forgot how much they make you play as Rouge in this game.
Your way will become clear.
I mean, they only made you play as Knuckles in like 2 levels, but it's like the 3rd level with Shadows where you get to play as Rouge. Ow. There we go.
You saved me.
Get the ring before I hit that. Oh, they put so many enemies in your way in Shadow's levels. Oh, there's nothing there. Can't be bothered. Are we nearly at the end? Yes. Thank goodness for that.
Yes.
Why should I be grateful for that? Like... Or maybe... Oh, no, you're right. I should be grateful for that. Just like I should be grateful that that I can spend like £54 on the Sword and Shield DLC twice, once for each version. I wonder if Joe was paying attention enough to hear that. Sonic Team knows their audience. Do they? I mean, it seems nowadays that they, especially with Sonic Forces, they don't. We get to do this boss now.
Don't touch it.
What? What's this?
Good. I was hoping you did hear it. Why wouldn't you be impressed? I'm only telling the truth. That if you buy it for both versions, you're spending £54. If you buy both DLCs, that's more than the RRP for Sword and Shield. Like for one copy of Sword or Shield, because the RRP is £50 or £49.99, and buying the DLC twice is like £54 roughly. Here we go, Iblis worm again. And I don't think it's any different to last time.
I can't do anything from here. I need to find some way to draw him in.
This boss is so boring.
Watch out, Shadow. If something that big runs into you, the soft foothold.
The thing is, Sonic Forces does so much to try and cater to too many different groups of people, though. It's like it has the character creator, then it has boost formula. It has like it has a more serious. It attempts a more serious tone and story. It has classic Sonic. It's so unfocused. Like it tries to cater to too many people, and then winds up annoying a lot of them. Right? In trying to cater to too many groups of people, it doesn't really get it right for any of them, except maybe obviously the character creator, because the character creator is actually good. Like the avatar is like the good thing about Sonic Forces. Good, actually. Oh, I hope my mic didn't pick that up. If it did, I apologise. I mean, the Avatar and its story is the best executed thing in Sonic Forces, if you ask me. I mean, the you could say that the storytelling is so subtle that it doesn't even come across that the Avatar really is the main character of Sonic Forces rather than Sonic. Like, because really, like, the Avatar is more of the main character of the game than Sonic. Like, but their like character growth and all that doesn't really come across much in game, except in like the song lyrics for the stage music for the Avatar. And some of the subtext in the cutscenes, but it's like it's done so subtly that it may as well not be done at all. And I'd argue the subtlety probably isn't on purpose. It's probably just because they don't know how to write stories at the moment. Oh, that was nearly going off.
You're not as tough as you look.
And also Sonic Forces, I would say the Avatar's level's probably the best as well, because they are somewhat exciting compared to some of the other levels. Like they have some element of being like dynamic and cool. I mean, character growth to a silent protagonist like can work, or at least in some form, because like, I mean, Dragon Quest XI has a silent protagonist, but like it comes like an element of character growth does come across somewhat in Dragon Quest, although it is you kind of had to self-infer it.
Shadow, it's coming.
Oh, come on. There we go. At least we're done with that boss. Forever. We never have to fight it again. Unless I decide to replay this game for a 5th time later down the line. Oh, that wasn't fun. Like 5 minutes.
Need to stay focused.
Yes, I want to save. You don't have to ask me every time. I'll always want to save. Anyway, we won't have to do that boss anymore. Oh. Ooh, but now we'll get to solve the mystery of why Shadow sort of hung back slightly at the end of this cutscene in Sonic's story. Ooh. It was a really loud pigeon. I could hear it through my window. Don't think the mic picked it up though. So apparently since I've started streaming I've dropped over 47,000 frames. Apparently I've been dropping loads of frames. %.
Shadow. Shadow. Shadow? And he doesn't have a Chaos Emerald anymore.
Agent Rouge, report your status immediately. Have you retrieved the Book of Darkness?
Oh, I forgot they did that.
Well,
Saying Book
I'll
of
provide a
Darkness.
full description.
It must have been a book at some point
Right
earlier
now,
in
I have a
development.
priority situation to deal with.
I forgot
I
they
need
did
to
that.
contact E123 Omega immediately.
Oh, the shadow quality. So terrible. Yeah, I'm guessing it was the. I'm guessing it might have been like it must have been like a book earlier in like I don't know, or maybe it's just a mistake. I have no idea. Now we get an entire level that's for Rouge. Oh, come on. But obviously, since she can fly, well, glide and climb, we can skip a lot of this. If I remember the right way to go. So I will drop down, get those. Yeah, we can at least skip some of this. I see some, pretty much all of it. I think if we just get up to a high place, we can just glide over everything.
You can't move on until the enemies are gone.
Okay, I think I've actually got to fight the enemies down here. Ow. Yeah, there was a whole level I was supposed to play through, but I guess they forgot. Oh, nice. I'll have to take a look and see how you've edited our parts together. But yeah, there was a whole level we were supposed to play there, but I think they forgot that Rouge can climb and glide over everything.
What did you think of my beautiful technique?
But hey, an S rank. Oh, you just stitched them. Not even a crossfade. I only say it. Oh, pardon me again. I only say that because like the crossfade is like my favorite like transition effect. Just because it's smooth, but not intrusive. It's lagging super hard. Fair enough. Here we go. We'll get to hear Omega speak, and we'll get to hear how they ruined his voice.
This is a charming little place. Hi, long time no see.
Oh, we got another long time no see as well.
Rouge the Bat.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to make Omega's voice like this. Like, I don't think it's a voice cast thing, because I'm pretty sure he sounded more like how he did in Heroes in Shadow.
Understood. What would you like me to do?
It's so bad, I hate what they did to his voice in this game. And just to, like, his movements. Like, why is he moving so slow and, like, stereotypically robot-like? He never did that in Heroes, or I don't think he did that in Shadow either.
System reactivation countdown initiated. Backup power source. Spare magazine secured. Command program priority changed. New mission.
Yeah.
Shadow support. External access no longer permitted. Confirmed.
And external access no longer permitted. Isn't that the whole point of his character? Anyway. Like, in Heroes, because he's like, oh, I hate Eggman because he locked me up. So, you know, I'm not gonna let him control me. And yeah, that's supposed to explain why Omega was like powered off and like sort of looking dead in that cutscene earlier.
So, decided to void your return ticket now, did you?
Why are you here? Did you ruin this world?
The answer's yes and no.
I've used that as a reaction image sometimes. Oh yeah, this is the part where Mephiles tries to convince Shadow to go to the dark side, but I think after an entire game of that, I think Shadow's just gotten tired of people trying to convince him to go to the dark side.
A search for the guilty.
Well, yes, but actually no.
Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power, they feared it. They used this incident as an excuse to hunt you down. Come with me, Shadow. Let us punish this foolish...
Join me, Link, and I will make your face the greatest in Corridai, or else you will die. That's what this reminds me of. When he said, join me, Shadow.
Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it alone.
But yeah, I think Shadow is probably my favourite character in this story, because he's quite no nonsense. And he's not like as much of a dunce as all the other characters are. So actually, like, Shadow's like personality and stuff is like probably the part of the story that I dislike the least.
Such foolishness. Very well. Let's see if you can entertain me.
The Mephiles has turned into his other form for some reason. Not sure why, but he just decided to.
Don't bother to try and deceive me. I know.
Alright, so this boss does actually use the like shadows like meter like thing. So yeah, as you can see, Mephiles is like a shadow under us, and we basically just have to fill up the meter. It takes a while. The stream's lagging, hold on. Yeah. Let me reduce the bitrate. And let's put let's also up OBS's priority in the task manager as well. As we can change it to above normal. You have to tell me if it's any better. It could just be, I don't know if it's like my laptop or whether it's the internet, it's hard to tell because Wi-Fi. But yeah, with this boss we kind of just have to keep enemy attacking enemies. It's not fixed it. You know what, I'm gonna stop streaming and start again, see if that helps. Like might close OBS and reopen it. So, be back in a second. Right, we're live again. Let's see if it's any better. Oh, let's see if it's any better. It could just be my laptop deciding it doesn't want to stream nicely today. It could just be that. You know how computers are. Oh. Oh, I can, there we go. Oh. Can I actually attack Mephiles, please? Oh, I forgot how annoying this boss is. There we go. There we go. Not fixed it. Let me load it up on my phone and see what it looks like.
Omega.
Now is designated time. I shall assist.
Don't want to look at my dashboard. Twitch app. There we go. Oh, loading screen. Oh, the boss is still going? Ugh. And yeah, Omega waited the long way around, yeah. Like Omega was just like sitting there for like 200 years or however long it is. But yeah, amazing gameplay though. Is it still lagging? I mean, it looks okay on my end, but it's hard to tell. It could just be my laptop deciding that it's like it didn't want to run it very well, because I started streaming not long after I turned my laptop on, so it could be that. Oh good, I'm gonna have to stitch these together now, aren't I? Before I upload. Yeah, because I'm seeing like the bitrate fluctuating on my laptop. I mean, it doesn't usually, but
Perfect mission.
I wasn't actually looking at the victory animation, so I don't know what it was. Yeah, it could just be that my laptop's deciding not to cooperate today. But yeah, great. I'm gonna have to stitch this together before I upload it, aren't I? Yeah, I think we might call it here once we get to like the hub world again or something. Just so I can save there without having to sit through cutscenes. I don't want to upload it as two separate parts though, because it's one stream, isn't it?
Mephiles!
It appears Mephiles is no longer here. I will assist in pursuing him.
Omega's voice still sounds terrible. Right. We are going to check the shop, and I think we're gonna call it there for today. You know, I'm not sure what the colored box here means, whether that's like quality or what, whether it's like connection or actual encoding. I have enough of that, so I may as well buy it. Right, so we're gonna save. And we're gonna quit out for today. Since it was designed to be annoying, plus we're getting close to the 2 hours since it started. Actually, that's how much percent were we? We're 55% of the way through, supposedly. Don't think about it. Is my answer to your question. Yeah, don't think about it is my answer there. To be honest. Time travel. Time travel. When it's done badly in stories. Don't like it. It's not good. Oh look, Sonic CD, a much better game. We could play that right now. I won't. But yeah, we'll call it there for today. Thanks for watching, and apologies for whatever made the stream drop quality earlier. So yeah, next week we should finish Shadow's story. Trying to remember if there's any notable, really annoying parts. There probably are, but I can't remember them. But yeah, thanks for watching.